Welcome, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alba Pantera. Welcome. I'm going to give you all a few to tune into the live. We do have some runes showing up. The rune of Othila and Algiz coming through here. All right. As well as a message from our beloved Osset, Isis Osset, in regards to divine names of power, the Cartouche. Cartouche. But let's feel. Do I wanna? May you all be well. Ashe. All praises due to the Most High, Mama Universe, Papa Universe. If you are wanting to book a personal with me, view the description box as well as the community tab so you can get a look at the services I do provide as far as messaging is involved. And if you're wanting to receive an energy update during the live, view the description box. Ooh. Did not expect that to be that hot. So something about that. Not expecting something to be so lit, so hot. Why they just gave me a view of someone, seeing someone in person and really seeing what they felt at a soul level. Just beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay. Let's get into it. Man, the time over here be rolling. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. Connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me from all cosmic lineages, galaxies, multiverse that guide and protect me with unconditional love, all in connection to source. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul, always in connection to the Most High. Ashe, ashe, ashe. And upon entering, cleanse thyself by hitting that thumbs up energy. That is the way for you to cleanse yourself, entering this here portal. I must forever be loved. So, ancestral spiritual power, the rune of Othila. It also has to do with separation. It's clarified by Algiz. Othila is coming through as the internal force, and Algiz is the external force. Your external situation or force that is coming in has to do with protection. Othila's message, once again, is indicating ancestral spiritual power, heaven on earth, that also entails permanent wealth, ancestral, generational wealth, mind, body, spirit, and soul. Othila's message, internal force, what's happening with the collective from this message that Source is having me deliver to you at this moment, has to do with the shedding of old skin in outdated relationships. With the external force of Al-Jiz, okay, where early action is required for proper conduct and true protection. So, this is coming through as a situation where one is accepting what they have to do in terms of an increase in their ancestral spiritual power. This is also coming through as an inheritance. It could also have to do with a home, property, one's estate, or one's homeland, or home as in one's body. So, as far as the body, they're saying here that you're going through a process of shedding right now. And this is also influencing what it is that you have to separate yourself from in order to fully activate this ancestral spiritual power. Now, what's happening with this divine names of power, okay, as it has to do with invoking the power of speech or words for your strength, protection, and spiritual growth, as this will work effectively for you as it's being invoked. So now, when we're speaking of speech and the word, throat chakra. So there is a solid foundation that is being built when it comes to your heart chakra, your solar plexus, your sacral, and your root. Especially the root chakra with Othila coming up here as far as home stability. This could even have to do with one's finances as well. This change that you're experiencing, this reset that you're experiencing, is for you to realign with the soul version of yourself that's constantly evolving, that is not stagnant. Al-Jiz, the rune, also connects to the elk. And the elk carries the energy of the masculine or the father principle or divine masculine energy as far as taking action and things that you can see externally. The higher self right now is spiritually connecting to you in a much more solid way, practical way. And this is where the protection is coming into place, aligning you with your divinity. Also, this is speaking of the recalibration you've been experiencing as it relates to divine teachings, your lessons, and seeing that all is source, whether it be a low or high vibration. They were also bringing up the reason for one going down a rabbit hole or going through the rabbit hole is for you to disconnect yourself from whatever you consider to be a fear of yours because of society or any rules that have been placed within your psyche to disconnect you from the universal law that precedes any physical or laws of matter. There's a quote here in regards to divine names of power, the cartouche. This message is saying, Lady Isis Osset initiates you now into her special mysteries, the use of sacred intonations. The words that you speak are rapidly gaining power. To benefit from this power rather than be undermined or held back by it, practice thoughtful speech and clear your heart of old unforgiveness, which can poison your words unintentionally. As your heart grows in purity, you will be able to speak with spiritual authority, and what you speak of will come into being more swiftly and obviously. I love that because it's connecting to the message of last night where mother healing and father healing appeared, and the mother healing had to do with calling in that which you desire at a much rapid and accurate rate or way. Isis at this time, Aset, is initiating you as a master healer in her sacred tradition of divine names of power. You are being initiated into the divine healing tradition of Aset herself. Aset works through divine names of power. These are sacred words of strength, magic, and power to create healing from a place of compassion and devotion to love. Aset honors that which is worthy of protection. Aset honors that which is worthy of protection. So the first thing that is first in regards to the honor of that which is a wolf is on the screen. I mean, okay. Whoa. And it's howling right now. A white wolf. 502 or 1702. 1702. My music paused too. Hold on, y'all. This right here, because that would be Syrian A. Okay, 210. 2024. We're still in the sun hour. Is it the sun hour? Hold on. And speaking of worthiness, in order for this connection of protection, and they just show the wheel on the screen, which are interchangeable in terms of their energy. Yo, shout out to Huna, for real. But okay. So the Syrians have something to say here. This is coming from the Syrians. Okay. This message is coming from the Syrians. Give me 1 second here. There's an increase in your ability to attract success. Because one of the features of the Syrian star seeds is one's intuition and deep connection with one's home, or what you consider your home, a gift for technology, highly spiritual, always seem to search for the deeper meanings of anything as it relates to life, a vivid imagination, loyal partners, a keen eye for detail, a strong character or fighting spirit. Therefore, they really cannot stand confrontation or anger. Highly attracted to dogs, wolves, cats, whales, and dolphins. Syrians tend to take on responsibilities of themselves, others, and the world in general. This is why this message came out. Okay. Okay. This just took a turn. A beautiful one. I'll say that. A very beautiful one. arrival. Arrival. I love that. And my mama just texted me. That is adorable. The energy of the cartouche suggests that you discern the effect upon you of the company you are keeping energetically and physically. Sometimes the thoughts and words of others, their vibration can enhance you or leave you feeling depleted or drained. Ancestral spiritual power, galactic spiritual power, fully being activated. They're showing me at one point that you're receiving drops of the activation. Now everything is being poured completely into you, or the full descension of the higher self into this physical body. Within this text, it also mentions that if the ancient power mysteries comes up, and the reason why I'm stating that, because the air is blowing here and it turns to that page, it blows to that page. Ancient power mysteries. Oh, we gonna get into it. If the Oracle of Cartouche, along with the Oracle of Ancient Power Mysteries, is drawn, you're guided to be more seriously explore sound. You're guided to more seriously explore sound, healing, and mantra as a part of your own path. And if you are a healer, you are strongly encouraged to explore these healing arts as a way to unfold your own spiritual talents and perhaps incorporate these techniques into your healing practice in a way that feels true to you. The music out. Okay. So I'm seeing where something is happening as far as a tower moment, because it's connected to early action, and at this moment it connects you to proper conduct of this evolution you're having as it relates to your ancestral spiritual power as the only real protection. This real protection is more so having to do with sound, healing, and mantras. Obviously, sound also comes through conversations with others or even reading messages. Because although you may not be hearing what it is that you're saying within your thoughts as you're reading a message, that vibration and frequency is still occurring to the point that you can feel what's being said. The quote, I choose to see the divine within this person. Let me go back here. Sometimes thinking and saying no is the most powerful word you can say to honor personal choice and create a safe boundary for yourself. Sometimes affirming in thought and speech, I choose to see the divine within this person, place, or situation, is another way to cut through drama and use the power of word and thought and spoken expression to create powerful healing. Choose to use your words with wisdom and pure intention, keeping in mind that with more power comes more karmic responsibility. And therefore, always surrendering to the greater wellness in unconditional love is a great idea. With this approach, your gift will grow strong and its effect intentional and unintentional. That's a huge one right there. That seems to become a pattern. And when I say a pattern, usually when someone is experiencing a pattern, they cannot see it. This is why the pattern continues. Once you recognize what the pattern is, it no longer has its power. With this approach, your gift will grow strong and its effect, intentional and unintentional, will be as spiritually clean and helpful as possible. And anything and all is possible. You will become a greater force of love, harmony, and power on this planet. And I prophesize that over every single vessel, soul that approaches this here message. You will become a greater force of love, harmony, and power on this planet. This song just said, Baba Django. You know what? So the Syrians come through, and Orisha come through. Wow. This is not a time to fit in. This is not a time for you to be fitting in. Remember that new moon Aquarius, the rewards of the seeds you're planting come from uniqueness. Be inspired, but be your authentic self. 2233. The incantation for Cartouche. I call upon Aset who loves me unconditionally. Teach me to speak powerfully from a place of love and peace sublime. Beyond time and space, my words will shine as diamonds with beauty and strength immense. They bring divine truth and cut through pretense. Beloved Aset, initiate me, initiate the collective into your words of power. Your healing grace descends upon them, upon us, as a heavenly shower. The ritual that is thereafter. Close your eyes and imagine that you see into your own heart, a space of light opening up. Within this space of light, you see beautiful winged Aset in a blue robe of initiation, holding a cartouche, a long tablet made of precious stones and metals with sacred symbols inscribed. Upon her brow, there is a vulture headdress, and over her head, the hood of the blue robe rests. She lifts her left arm, resting the cartouche against her body, and with her right arm, she gestures towards it. You understand that she is motioning for you to reach out with your right hand and touch the tablet, which you do. The cartouche becomes pure energy, vibrating and pulsing with life. New symbols appear, which are the gift of a divine name of power, especially for you. The symbols carry vibration, and they represent the actual sound of your sacred word from beloved Aset or Isis. She motions to you to reach forward and touch the tablet with your left hand, which you do, and you feel love, light, power, and harmony from the cartouche. And the vibration of the symbols themselves entering your body through your left hand. As this happens, Lady Osset Isis leans over and whispers the sacred word, her gift to you now. In your ear, you hear Isis Osset, and she may or may not whisper another word or name as well. Whatever is whispered by the lady into your ear at this time is the sacred word of protection and healing for you now. Let the energy from your arm and ear penetrate your entire body as unconditional love, wisdom, light, and divine power. Breathe in and out. And when you are ready, say, "Thank you for this gift, beloved lady. May I use it with wisdom and mercy. So be it." When you are ready, just open your eyes. This next incantation, you can say this to bliss your words and undo damage that you may have unintentionally done with your words or actions in the past. Grace of sweet Lady Isis, cleanse me and the collective now of karmic crisis, of words said in haste, their effect and cause. Help the spiritual momentum now pause. Negative repercussions now cease. All involved are filled with peace. Your names of power end the pain. Dissolve unhappiness, bitterness, and strain. Creating new webs of light and healing, divine unconditional love, now revealing. Beautifully enough, the message that comes up after this one is the Chariot of Ascension, the Merkaba. And notice in previous messages, astral travel has been coming up, caution needed. You can utilize this message of the cartouche with the ritual involved to prepare you for that ascension. The message of the Chariot of Ascension, your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of higher reality. This is to allow for conscious spirit communication, the free flow of soul light into the physical body, and the joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba, Chariot of Ascension, and Soul Fire is the spiritual gift to attain these divine purposes now available to you as a high initiate. The message of the Chariot of Ascension Merkaba is the spiritual work of the higher initiate. The power of your name, I'm also getting jellyfishes. Now, let's go into the waters. As the Syrians showed up, what is the message from our beloved dolphins and whales for the collective? Othila connects to 4, Al-Jiz 9, number 13. Divine feminine primordial powers. Al-Jiz is also the rune that connects to control of emotions during moments of transition so that you're not rushing through the process. I'm getting where this is coming in could really have to do with some of you going through this transcendental period, and you could be surrounded by situations that do not understand what you're experiencing. Utilize that as a tool to center yourself, regroup, and see it as the collective world that is literally hungry for your evolution. So do all that you can not to feed into that energy, to distract you from the transcendental moment you are having at this time. Okay. You'll gain great reward as far as tapping into that ancestral spiritual power when you're surrounded by situations that are moving from on a different spectrum than you are. And it's all to show you even more the importance of why you're going through this phase, why you're having this transcendence, and for what reason. Set your sights higher. Increase your standards and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. I'm loving this message. I'm not even gonna hold you. Shedding old skin. And this, again, Othila, has to do with the internal. So as far as sacred values, I love seeing that Othila is here because you're shedding outdated relationships as it connects to sacred values you used to have that allow these relationships or what it is that you used to relate to and it making sense. We have here empowerment coming out. I love this message too for Saturn Day. You're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. No more holding back. No more fitting in. No more doing things in a way, of not taking that risk of possibly embarrassing yourself. But are you really embarrassing yourself at this point? It's just more so you being you and getting in further alignment to that version of you, which is powerful. And right now you're being given the key, the call to step into that power. And once again, in regards to, situations that you may be experiencing around you, it's important to utilize that as a tool and say, this is exactly why you're in this space, you're in this, or on this journey of your spirituality. What is that? Then we have playtime. The dolphins know the importance of playing as joy creates miracles and manifestations. I love that because we're in this deck to see what messages the dolphins and whales, Syrian energy has for the collective. He said, play, enjoy yourself. That's another message as well, because I'm strongly picking up on the vibe of some of you, releasing and shedding old skin of outdated relationships. Use, anything that you may feel that is coming up against you as for you. And that energy that you may feel of it, being against you will subside immediately. Immediately. Self-forgiveness. Now, this is having to do with the aspect of duality, the self-forgiveness, because once you rise above all of this, you notice that forgiveness it comes in after condemnation. No. The elephant only had one tusk. There goes a whale. Mhm. This is the synchronicities that are happening right now. Source, continue to speak. Let go of the old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And the first thing that came out was set your sights higher, as we're speaking of the star seed energy of the Syrians. I'm feeling your higher self loving up on y'all right now in a way that you'll have a clear knowing as to why the acceptance is key and the beauty and harmony and love and power that comes from it. Yeah. A Target commercial with the bullseye. So definitely that. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. They just said surrender to the natural law of whatever you feel becomes your blessing, becomes what you bring in. There's something about where you may feel as though you're running out of space with the clock, but don't quit right before it happens. Don't quit you feeling the joy of receiving what it is that you are asking for. Because I'm seeing where you could be experiencing a situation, and let's say you wrote down this idea and you wanted to do it by this, or you wanted to receive something by this time frame, and that time frame comes and goes. And as it comes and goes, your feeling or your thoughts go to a situation where you begin to blame yourself or blame someone else for it. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Keep trusting and loving yourself and seeing where all that is getting you more in connection to source, more in connection to love, and more so patience, the virtue of patience. Okay. So especially with this ancestral spiritual power. Whatever this is you're experiencing right now is literally your initiation. It's your initiation. What you got going on over there? Because that's what will unlock this spiritual power. I have my hand on top of the whole deck. We have a new dawn. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon, which means you may have had a certain time frame and a couple hours go by, just to put it in practical terms, that which you're asking for, you look in a different direction and there it goes. There it goes. Surrender to the divine's timing, because it's never late and it's never early, it's always on time. Under that new dawn card is accept heaven's help. because you're receiving support. Also, if you have to ask for help, know that you will receive support. As this is, whew, accept heaven's help. It's they're waiting. 40/40 on the timer, and there I'm hearing Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not lack. I do not lack because the Lord is my shepherd. Source in that aspect that is operating or experiencing life through you is Lord. Source is basically your landlord when it comes to your body. And as I said, body, this here ad said everybody. Okay. Greetings, Fatima. Happy New Lunar New Year. 5:33 is we're definitely in the season of the dragon. Shout out to the year of the dragon. The Greenwood Dragon. Stay optimistic. Your dreams are coming true. Mind you, I said what I said, but I didn't pay attention to this. And it's literally encompassing everything that is coming through, whether if it's on the TV, the message that's coming through source, which is coming through the TV. But you see what we said there about when you look in a different direction, there it is. And you see the whale in the back too. Something is 333. For you. Woo. That's another thing too. I caught 333 twice, and my stove is an hour ahead. But caught it both times. Are you catching the signals? Because the signals is allowing you to continue on the journey and you don't quit right before the miracle occurs. I just pray, but I also trust that whomever is supposed to hear and feel this message, you are. For whatever it is you have going on for you right now. And when I say that, whatever you have going on, just know that whatever it is that you are experiencing or that you receive has to do with the timeline you allow yourself to be on. But remember, you're connected to, you're an extension of all that is source power, 4402. You're connected to source power. So source is my shepherd. I do not lack. Just get another message. I tell myself, don't press today, just allow. Let source guide me today. Yes. Yes. We have tranquility. It popped out in reverse. But let me read up on this here. Let's see what the message. Ooh. They said ET, extraterrestrial. You are an extension of source. So relax. They're confirming that, especially for those of you, who are having a little bit of static or challenge here with relaxing through this process that you're in right now. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude. Indulging in much needed self care. And as I began the live, I was feeling the energy of someone meeting someone for the first time, or the reconciliation that is for you in order for you to continue your evolution. You seeing this person and they're recognizing their perception, thoughts, feelings of you that is in connection to their perception, thoughts, and feelings of you from their soul. But that's happening because you have activated yourself to love upon yourself through your soul, which goes beyond the physical. Go with the flow. Explore your options. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Now, this coming up after tranquility that showed up in reverse with stay optimistic, don't quit right before the miracle occurs. This is for specifically for those who may, in haste or through impulsive action, go towards a different option. Obviously, that's not going to be for everyone, but the fact that that tranquility card came out in reverse, I'm seeing what this is saying here. Let me confirm it with the tarot, but I can feel that this is saying, don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Relax, be still, enjoy your solitude. Especially enjoy your solitude before looking at other possibilities, because explore your options is coming up under self-forgiveness, which states let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So there will be a tendency to rush a process 4747, which is 1111, to force a process or to move in a different direction because you may feel that this situation is not where you're supposed to go. But what you're being asked to do is to be still. That's not going to be for everyone. This is why I want to clarify it. This is why I want to clarify that, because some of you explore options. Confirm. Show me. I'm going to turn this around. That way you can really see what this is. And I'm going to do another message with it upright. That's what we'll do. So first, we have to clarify self-forgiveness then. Las cosas. Las cosas. Las cosas. Clarify self-forgiveness for tranquility in reverse. Clarify self-forgiveness for tranquility in reverse. Thank you. Let's put this here. 4 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. At the top of the deck, Tower. Shit. Tranquility upright. Clarify self-forgiveness. As I'm doing this, I'm smelling a doctor's office. Explore your options. Let's see. Self-forgiveness. That card, the messages for self-forgiveness with tranquility upright and in reverse, the message that is coming from the deck, they both landed face down. At the bottom of the deck, top of the deck. Okay. So, definitely having to do with the decision. Yeah. So, with self forgiveness and tranquility in reverse, which will have someone exploring options, which will be a mechanism or defense mechanism of quitting right before the miracle occurs, is exploring other options. The card that came out for it is the moon, which is this is exactly what I was picking up on. Yep. There's a cycle still in process here. What was at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords, 5111 on the timer, which has to do with rest. That's clear. Rest. Because something is going to come in. Okay? That's a tower moment. Speaking of the tower moment earlier, something's going to come in that's going to shift. Because, okay, you're being asked to rest because there's a renewing of your mind that's happening, especially due to letting go of old guilt and stories that you've been telling yourself that are not in connection to you loving yourself. It was just 5143 and it's 543 on the timer. Getting back to one. So this is hitting rock bottom and then climbing back up. So as far as tranquility being in reverse is exactly what we were saying. That to slow down before you explore other options, especially if you're still holding on to old guilt. That's what that's for. If you're still holding on to old guilt, shame, and anger, pause before you explore other options. This will be an example of running away from a situation thinking that is going to be solved and running away from it when you're supposed to be facing it head on. So that way you don't have to experience that in other areas of your life. Now, upright, the card that came out for it, Seven of Pentacles. You can definitely explore other options. This is perfect. This is chef's kiss right now. You can definitely explore other options, especially with this King of Cups energy and the Ten of Swords. You're wanting to experience something that is more in alignment to your mysticism or your spirituality, also being family and business oriented, being able to put everything together, not just one aspect. So this, let's say if this has to do with, choosing a career or even or aligning with the person, align with this situation when your heart really allowing your heart to sing with joy, or being in a position where you can be all aspects of yourself. You don't have to hide anything, especially with the first message here stating to set your sights higher. Okay. Now, let's not forget, Isis came through here letting you know the power of your words right now. The paradox within this is unmatched. I promise you. You're figuring out the paradox of life. That's what's going on. That things are based on what you feel it to be. All that is based on what you feel it to be. Because feeling is the secret. This is why sound is important. Notice that when you're dancing, even if you don't know how to dance, notice the way music makes you feel. You know what I'm saying? This is why people tend to want to invite people out when they're going through a situation, because just for that moment, whatever worry or situation they're experiencing is gone. You know? So as far as tranquility in the upright, if you are someone who has, released the guilt through the shedding of old skin and tapping into your ancestral spiritual power, you're being placed in a position to explore other options. And it's time to, go towards your dreams. Quitting in this instance will be going backwards to a situation with the tranquility upright crew. Quitting for the tranquility reverse crew would be moving too far ahead of yourself, expecting that this won't be happening there, but because you're still holding on to that feeling, it's still going to occur wherever you go. All right. Wow. I didn't even have to pull these other cards, apparently. So, yeah, there we go. Ashe. Is when the messages just be making complete sense. It's just, whoa. I love to see it, feel it. And the clarity coming through. Pipper. What's the message? Shout out to the Syrians. Okay, I'll go over there. Not an issue. Not an issue. What do you want to notify the collective about, beloved Syrians? Warrior, passion, fearless. And as you can see, this is number 30. That's the same page that cartouche incantation, one of the pages was 30. So 3, again, with Jupiter expansion. Beloved Syrians, what message do you have for the collective? The air element. Philosophy, discrimination, empathy with the Agarthans. 25 and 1 and 8 altogether. Manifesting, multidimensional, perception, attunement. Calling into your life from multidimensional perceptions and attunement. I love how the Agarthans are showing up here as a message of your psyche with Othila, as far as the shedding old skin, and it's an internal force. Because the Agarthans, they really don't mess around with, turmoil and all this other low vibrational ways of being, because with the understanding that all is source, but also there's a higher awareness of the Agarthans where they truly want to experience that unconditional love, and they do what they have to do in order to experience that, as far as what they would have control of. And I'm speaking from the vibe of someone who connects to the Agarthans in this earthly realm. With the air element. Philosophy, discrimination, and empathy. Ooh. And then you have 1, 2, then 25. 25 is here on a table. 1, 2, then 24. 12, 24. February 1st, 24. Foresight, planning, and strategy. There's definitely a download here in regards to how to attain the alignment of increasing your standards We've already stated it in the beginning portion of this message. You have the air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that will pop on through here. Welcome, beloved. Let's see. The Syrians have a message for you in regards to your philosophy. This is also about that protection where early action and proper conduct are the only real protection. The control of one's emotions during moments of transition so that way you're not rushing. Early action, the protection is separation. And we have mantis beings. We just had 1-2, which is a 12. And then the mantis beings comes out as a 12. Putting 2 and 2 together, putting the puzzle pieces together. There's something you have to put together. And once you put these pieces together, they can gift you this other part of it or the whole. So I'm seeing this as doing what you can. So doing what you can in this instance would be, let's say you have an idea and you have tools to do or fulfill this idea. But in comparison to someone else, you may hold yourself back from fulfilling this idea, but they're saying, no, utilize what you have right now and get your mind off of, what another is doing. Because the mantis beings has to do with enigma, elusive and sensitive. You're somebody that can read through parables, that's for sure. But this is also speaking of the divine feminine's primordial powers too. Because after a mantis, a praying mantis mates, after the process of mating, they eat the masculine in order to replenish themselves and to give birth. Praying mantis is wild. Okay. Man eater is a whole other topic when it comes to that. Then you have the Nagas. Lovers, erotica, and sensuality. Let me get one more here. Definitely connects to the Queen of Cups too. Enigma. Cancer energy or the moon. The way the moon came out for that tranquility in reverse. What do we have here? You have Men in Black, speaking to man eater. Stalking, intimidation, confrontation. 13. Those two rooms up there give us the sum of 13. A lot of these situations you're being separated from as far as protection is because you're tapping into a spiritual power where whatever this stalking, intimidation, and confrontations you've been having, it's safer for you to separate yourself because the increase of this power, this won't even be a fair match to your frequency. 10440 on the timer. This is also why it's important to let go of old guilt. So that way you're not misusing your power. I'm getting where some of you gotta be careful with the way you express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Say what you have to say, but make sure what you're feeling is love. There's a way to do it. But that definitely takes mastery. I'm not gonna hold you because it's very easy in a certain way of expressing oneself to really carry that fuck you syndrome within your feeling sensation. You know what I'm saying? So it's more so I'm saying what I have to say because I love you and you don't see it. But at the same time, if this is not a conversation you're having with someone one on one or physically, it's more so the conversations you're having about this frequency within yourself. And there's definitely a way to express yourself and still carry love. That would be the person who takes on so much. And then when you poke and poke and poke this person and they blow up, it shocks people because they never expected this person to be this way. But it's because they have awakened that beast that's within them. That they do very well with allowing it to rest. But they're also not a pushover. They will undo whatever has to be undone when things go too far. You know what I'm saying? Now, within any of that, you resonated with what I just said. Get well acquainted with your block buttons, whatever you got to do to disconnect from whoever you got to disconnect from, because that's also going to, you know, trigger an impulsive response with the beast that's awakening. Because if, for some, you're sensing this from a subconscious level or from subtle energies where people may not even be aware that this would be where they're poking you. It's this is way beyond the trigger. This is way beyond the trigger. Because this is someone who knows what their mission is, what they came here to do. They're doing what they have to do. But this person or situation is carrying this nefarious way of being. So uncertainty, distrust, guarded. The tall whites are here, number 20. I'm also getting where this is a situation where some of you are someone's karmic lesson. Let me see. I'm seeing a lioness that just had a cub and extremely protective. This is the way what there's that image that I'm getting is someone's higher self and the physical body. Remember that your words and your thoughts are very powerful. They're showing me the 5 of cups because you don't want to get to a space where your thoughts do become a reality about a situation. Especially if it has to do with a lower vibration. Just know that any low, middle, high is all source experiencing life. Concern. Wealthy man, 13. 13 and 13. Stalking, intimidation, confrontation. Just a concern. Main female. Concerned about a main female. A concern regarding a main female. As far as these, that's okay. As far as ancestral spiritual power, it was just 111. Ancestral spiritual power concerning main female. That ancestral spiritual power and that separation is it's your spirit guides right now that that are on some, you're evolving, and this version of you that you're stepping into, we're concerned about certain females or a particular female, and we it's required for you to disconnect and disconnect now. 11 could be significant because it's 25, 12, 13, and I just saw 2013. 7, 12, 20, 13. 7, 12 is moon in Cancer. This could be pertaining to someone you've lived with, someone that lives close to you, someone from your homeland, but this is certainly an outdated relationship here. And you're in the position of early action as real protection and being separated from this individual. They're saying Monday. Pathway. You're going through a transformation here as it relates to your path and becoming a pillar. And then you have the main male. Definitely someone you could be related to here. With family, and then sudden wealth, permanent wealth. Yeah. So let's see here. You're stepping into a spiritual union. That's one. Whether this spiritual union could have to do with career or a significant partner in love. But it has to do with family-oriented beginnings. 113:44 on the timer. You may have been seeing 1331, 1313 quite frequently. Not so much. They're not showing me 1133. They're more so showing 3113 or 1331 that way. Where the 11 and 33 are in the center. Ascended masters are in the middle of this. Or your higher self is in the middle of this. Your pathway of transformation and living the life with the winged version of yourself. There are 5 butterflies. 35. March 5th, you could be 35. 8 years could be of importance as well. So they're saying separation, ancestral spiritual power, protection is a separation. Some of you get into a point where it's safe for you to be powerful, and this empowerment that you're carrying is not going to be safe for others. So this is why you're being separated. Different timelines. This would be someone choosing to remain in this 3D version of themselves. without integrating the higher vibrations. This is what you're being separated from, because you're the privileged lady. They go that 12. Third time, excuse me. Third. Mantis beings, enigma, elusive, sensitive. Yeah. And this type of ancestral spiritual power comes with a different level of protection that, let me tell you, all it takes for you is to see one experience where you're not going to be attacked and someone feels as though that they can attack you, either mentally, spiritually, whatever. That's not going to happen. We have house. You're the privileged lady. Any house situations, all is well, because that's also speaking of Othila. Some of you have a grandfather here that is highly protective of you, especially as you are experiencing the ascension or Christ consciousness activation. It could be Aries, Libra, Gemini, helping you with setting your sights higher and staying optimistic. Strongly picking up on Gemini, because with stay optimistic, that's optimism connects to Sagittarius. And if air element showing up there, polar opposite of Gemini. They're certainly protecting you. They could be a Gemini or a Sag, because Algiz protection is number 9. Some of you may want to look into those documents that allow you to see if there's some form of inheritance that belongs to you as it relates to a house. At the top of the deck, yeah, yes. What's under that? Chill. Woo! Gift. Yep. Wow. Let me see. Official person. Something's been handed to you, specifically you. Ten, 17, 22. That's 4 of Swords. And that's coming up as far as letting go of old guilt. So that way you're not making taking impulsive action on a situation. Like, even if this has to do with finances, right? And you're noticing that you're applying for certain funding, but you're not getting the response that you want. It could be 2 things. For one, truly you don't want that responsibility, so that's why that's not happening. And subconsciously, the other would be there's something greater coming in for you. So this is why that's not happening. And it's this situation is asking you to slow down so you can, as far as an initiation, this would be what unlocks your faith on a whole other level. 611, especially if you're someone who is learning to work with the elements, or use your hands, or your whatever tool you have as far as your body is concerned. Yeah, they're having you slow down. I just saw the 4 of Wands, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, and the Star card is here. Some of you are aware of a situation also where you know where you can utilize your power, but you haven't. As far as revenge, amazing. Keep that energy, okay? But on the other end of it, whoever that person is that you are aware of, they're the one that's looking in to see and wonder if you're aware of what has transpired, especially with this privileged lady being number 12, something hidden. 121, 27 on the timer. Yeah, and this is card number 12. This just went so many different ways. What's this? Ooh, okay. We have the mature man and toil and labor. 538. Specifically for some of you, May 1938. That grandfather, they may have a moon sign and an air sign. That's for someone who has been looking for that confirmation as far as are they the ones that are helping me? Are they the ones that are guiding me through this or any situations? As far as you stepping. Mhm. As far as you stepping into this ancestral spiritual power. Hold on, though. So as I went on to that mini break right there, I was hearing Selena's song. Amor prohibido no dice todo el mundo. So, Forbidden Love. That part, at least. Forbidden Love. Hmm. Oh, some of you made somebody, okay. On another note, all right, this mature man, this is someone older, okay? They could be 5 to 12 years older. And they want to make you divine feminine privileged lady. So you're not working anymore. Because look at the way this is showing up. You have the coffin. Now, 19, that's the sun card. There are 5 candles there, 5 of wands. We can look at that as Saturn and Leo. This is given just a true soulmate connection that someone returns. Keep it there. A gift from an official person, okay? Whatever this bad health situation that there was in a distant horizon, remember, if it's in your horizon, it's not as distant as you may think it is, but 36, that's a 9 in distant horizon. Whatever that bad health situation was, there is a change happening of what? Unexpected income from a wealthy man who's going to send you a message in regards to you being in a house. I mean, yeah, them taking you out of work. But you as far as them taking you out of work, this could be just where you're in a space that you still do what you got to do for you, but you may still have a 9 to 5 while you're running your business. You have here false person, mature woman. What the 468 courtship, mature woman. This is wild. Listen. Because I'm also aware of when there are energies that want to keep the collective in a certain vibration and focus on the past cycle that you don't even need to be thinking about right now. Brother. At all. Okay? So, yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a change in someone's finances here. Lovers, family room, there goes the main male. 15, 21, and 1. Greetings, amor. Welcome, Evie. Pantera Soul fam. Lovers, a choice, or lovers, 2 doves, family room, and this main male. You know what I just sensed there? The reason why you're being separated from a situation because his ancestral spiritual power is increasing. And this is not even to a point where anything around you that's not in alignment to this can pull on your energy. It can attempt to, but that won't be safe. That won't be safe. Yeah, see, if you're also someone who has a platform, on social media here, you're also being disconnected from those that are not in alignment to your value, as far as what we were discussing before. If you have a service that you provide where you're aligning with those who are willing and wanting to invest in your services. Yep, journey, occupation, thoughts. This is going back to that energy, but in a beautiful way. This is not going to be taken from you. Something here that was taken from you, whether if it was this lifetime or another, only for you to step into the higher version of yourself. Yeah, high honored after despair, message of concern. This message of concern has to do with this wealth that's coming in here. Great fortune. Look at the pathway shows up. Pathway to great fortune. This main female is on the pathway to great fortune. And you know what? Emotionally, this could be why, but then one's feelings, you were connecting to certain people that are wanting to keep you stagnant. But not to worry, love. Not to worry. Not to worry. As mentioned previously, use that situation to see why it's important for you to set your sights higher and be that powerful person, but also increasing your standards where you're seeing these situations as this is exactly why one has to be in this vessel with this divine spirit, with this divine soul. So that way we can, reprogram through actions and through one's own energetic vibration, recalibrate all this other nonsense that's going on. Granted, every situation has their role to play, but there has been this essence of a role that's being played out by way too many. There's an imbalance in role fucking playing. Listen. Okay. All right. Whew. I ain't expect this to come out. I mean, this is where the series are saying to stop holding yourself responsible for somebody else's nonsense. Nephilim, controversial, assessing new perspectives. And look at, they on a whole day. What's this? Arcturians, come on with it. Yes, baby, feeling safe, wisdom keepers, concern. Arcturian, that concern card 33. That's the vibe I was getting. Where if this is someone that is a grandparent or a great grandparent, they're actually an Arcturian. That is so sweet. Golden ratio, star seed, clear as day. Yep. And what card is under that? Where we was before. So some of you here, you do have people on the other side who are star seeds, either Arcturians, blue avians, connecting to Andromedans. You have the Pleiadians here, flower of life, Vesica Pisces, Argarthans are here. Your dreams are very significant. I'm seeing something about an energy here awakening too. Golden ratio, Arcturian, starseed. You're a keeper of wisdom. I'm also getting where you may have Jupiter in Capricorn as far as a wisdom keeper. You may experience quite the lesson as it relates to overcoming obstacles and challenges to gain wisdom, especially where people may rush you to do something. Rush you based on their perception of what success is. All right. Let's move on to another message here in connection to ancestral spiritual power protecting you through separation, as protection is early action through separation of things and situations where you may feel it's a loss, but what it actually is you learning this lesson. It's time for you to move on to the next. The power of your words is increasing. And they're saying you'll notice that based on what it is that you're thinking or conversations that you're having. If you're listening to music, there'll be a match in lyrics with what you just said right at that moment. Awareness, the self behind the self. That's going to be a major energy here for the year of the dragon. The dragon is the self behind the self. It's the awareness behind awareness. X-ray vision. With that being said, let's go here. We're going to look at some love cards as it pertains to this message too. Welcome, loves. Nasty knot. 11. Musing right along from it though. 18. From scratch, free falling. Nasty knot. From scratch, free falling. 47, 6, 650. Pick up after yourself. Everything is beautiful. Sure is. 47, 476. My God has heard. I love that. Especially when Source is your shepherd, you feel me? And you do not lack. What is, how do you? Elishama. Wait a minute. That's on. Can y'all hear me clearly? Y'all been hearing me clearly? It seems as though, but I know when that's off, it sounds better. But let me do that now. Well, Elishama. That's what he said. That's what 476 is, which has to do with my God has heard. A priest who taught the law, a man of the Judah. Okay. Hold on. A nasty knot from scratch. Teaching the law from scratch. Before confusion. The inner assurance that God hears and answers the true desires of the people, and that spirit is the source of true understanding. Okay? 650. 1111 showed up twice here. Okay. So clearly, being mindful of one's thoughts here. As far as pillar, look at that. Channel. 650 refers to channel. Ravine. Of hollow bones, figuratively. There's a verse here from the Songs of Solomon 5:12. His eyes are as the doves beside streams of water, washed in milk and set as jewels. Hmm. Okay. Let's see what else comes through here. Knock, knock. Came out in reverse. Everything is beautiful. Clarify. I mean, that would be 5, free fall, and open your presence, 33. Back to that concern card. Knock, knock, open your presence. Some of you already received a message. I'm getting this would be a situation where it's spam or has been delivered to someone else's address. You're going to find out about it too. This is, I'm getting a vibe of somebody waiting for a package and it's been delivered somewhere else, but not in a way that it's being taken from you. Open your presence. Knock, knock. Magnanimous me. So with that being said, with free falling, this is an energy where you're not ready to fly. Why is knock, knock coming out in reverse? Greetings, beloved. Why is knock, knock coming out in reverse? With open your presence right up after that. Obviously, that's also saying that something hasn't arrived. Again, going back to what we were saying before, it's not coming on your ego's timing. It's coming on your soul's timing. Who are we speaking to right now? Because I'm getting the vibe of you coming from a different galaxy. Your timing is definitely different. In a Garthan. This is two in a Garthan. You may have been eating much lighter, just wanting more fruits than vegetables, and not in the space where you're telling yourself that you're vegan. It's just this is just what you're in the mood for. You're keeping yourself light, free falling, starting from scratch, cleaning up the vulture energy, number 6, Virgo. And then you have the Kabbalah, tree of life, integration, life lessons, emanation. For sure, definitely. You're integrating. You're definitely a star seed. Yep. And you're working closely here with the Galactic Federation. I love that. So I want to get more as to why knock knock came. So now they're showing me adjacent possibilities card, also adjustment bureau. Ashe, gratitude, love. 144.40 on the timer. What do you mean by knock knock? I really want to know. Give me a second. Hold on. Because this is not a this won't be this door. Okay, it's a portal. It's a portal, but where? Okay, so where's the portal? Where is the portal? I just heard family tree. I mean, Kabbalah, tree of life is right there, but I heard family tree. Where's the portal? Because the Garden speak of multidimensional perception attunement. Where's the portal? The Galactic Federation. Yeah, the portal's your third eye. Come on with it. I mean, that I didn't want to state that as the obvious, but 6:37 on the time. Star seeds. Ooh, full activation. This is what I meant earlier. In terms of at one point you were receiving drops of your cosmic and galactic identity. Now all of it's being poured into you. Some of you, your eyes may change. There's certain features are going to change for you. Your visions are becoming reality, but also in a way of what you've been, it's something you've been waiting on. The portal is having to do with your dreams, first and foremost. I mean, some of y'all really get it in terms of this is a whole nother world that you go into when your body's asleep. But they want you to take it to another level in terms of no, this is real. Okay. When you go to bed and you go to sleep and you go into this dream state that we call dream state, you're operating in the way that we're doing this here right now. I mean, depending on who you are, this is a dream state. 6:38, third eye. 122, 38. You no longer have to be silent because you were part of the generation that had to be silent. 1938. You were part of the silent generation. Or this could be a grandparent or great grandparent that was tapped in. And as you were growing up, you were probably the only one that understood everything that they was talking about. Everybody thought they was tripping. Yeah, yeah, definitely that. January 22nd, January 4th. That's who you got the spiritual power from. There goes the mantis being. This could be if this was a masculine as far as an ancestor viewer that's on the other side, their moon sign or rising sign was of a water element, or this could simply have to do with a feminine energy. We have Enigma here with the Queen of Cups. Strong connection to Thoth, though. Definitely part of the schools of mystery. Definitely part of the schools of mystery. And as the message said, a priest teaching the laws of the universe. Emerald tablets also. There's something about you when you watch TV. There's a weird, as in supernatural occurrence that happens for you when you watch TV that you don't tell nobody about, but you recognize the control you have. Very similar to what we were saying about music, that when you're speaking or you're thinking a thought, let's say someone drives by and they whip, and exactly what you're thinking of the conversation you're having, the lyrics are exactly the same. Both was coming through before I tapped into this reading. Nashe. Garden of Roses. Little sons, tengo jardín de rosas. Tengo un jardín de rosas. Tengo violetas. Some of your brains are expanding too. Obviously, the same medical advice. Just have to say that. But yeah, your brains are definitely expanding. And the eyes and the way this image is coming through, this is why your protection is to be separated, because you're not tolerating what has to be undone. You're just not. It's over for that. It's over for that. You're not tolerating anything that is on this planet that has to be undone. Princess of Wands, watch her. You're not tolerating anything that has to be undone. You see her? This is giving the vibe of Athena. That's giving the vibe of Athena. It sure is. Because you have a choice between war or wisdom. Mm. Ten of Pentacles. I love to see it. It's a great sign there as far as support, materials, physical, material, spiritual. Continue to speak to your food. Everything you consume, speak to it. And to recalibrate your body here. See that? Back to that music too. Look at all this energy though. See, you're connecting to all of the different realms that are stacked upon each other. Something's definitely opening up here. Whoever you are, you can walk through material. You obviously you don't say anything about it. 744 over there, 644 right here. You have a clear understanding of atoms to a point where you really show people what's going on. They'll call you the Messiah at that point. But that's this age of Aquarius, or whatever age you want to call it. You're living a life based off your intention. Prince of Pentacles. See what I'm saying? It's something about this light body here that's able to travel through spaces. And again, with the music. This part of you, this here warrior version of you, that's within your tendons, within your muscles, is receiving a different vibration. It's now opening up for sure. Princess of Wands, Princess of Pentacles from scratch. Those are pages. I'm literally seeing somebody write, and this is the way they're bringing things into their life. But I mean, literally write, and the letters off the page come up the way people would view in movies. This is not a movie for you. This is your life. But obviously, this is not something that will be out there. This is what they mean about the revolution won't be televised. It doesn't mean it's not happening. There's a Pisa on the screen. When you look at Pisa and Gematria, on that it shows up. Soul memory. Yep, there's an awakening of soul memory from a whole nother galaxy where things that may have, been hidden are no longer able to be hidden. Queen of Pentacles, big time. See that? See that DNA? See what I mean? That's pure manifestation of or bringing in exactly what you're writing in on paper or through music or through your words. You see her hands? Now, the clearing that some of you are having, I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to show you, which is why you hear people talk about being mindful of removing teeth and the way you can heal yourself. Because if there are animals or beings who can regrow their teeth, for example, a shark, what makes one think that they can't? One's own thought that they can't. Because a lot of the times, because your teeth hold a lot of memory. Look at this. This is the Nine of Wands card now. Now, the Nine of Wands is the moon and Sagittarius energy in motion as it relates to memories. It's more, it's all of it. It's mental, but then at the same time, it's also physical as far as the feeling. Because what's brought about into one's reality, 5757 on the timer, has to do with a feeling. 5757, that's 1212. There's a lot of beliefs that people have that they don't necessarily know. Your moon is Sag, sun is Sag, that's lit. Look at this. Do you see this? You see the power that is that the answers are in your bones. What did it say over there? 650? Yeah, 650 from scratch, free falling of hollow bones, figuratively speaking, as far as the Hebrew lexicon. There's also a movie called Hollow. Hole in bones. Masala flambeau. That's a strong energy right there, because that has to do, that's very similar to what's here in terms of what's brewing inside. In terms of what's brewing inside. Do you see this? This is also having to do, yeah, when I tell you the Most High connect you, it was just 650 though. I'm saying 650 because of what's here. But the time just now was 650. Coño. Bueno. The lovers. So, as far as your teeth, what you're healing, the bottom, feminine, the top, masculine. And you can section it off by the sides. Just know that the right brain controls the left side of your body and the left brain controls the right side of your body. And as you've been so potent since yeah. The portal. Okay. You see this portal? You see what is this energy, as far as the darkness, is coming through more so as melanin. Now, the Nine of Wands does speak of the wounded warrior also. But it also connects to, I'm telling you, this is something to do with somebody that was that you are, that you know, that's on the other side. But there's something about you've gone through the journey of the lessons, and now they're giving you this new something, this power that you're getting right now. This is why you have to be separated, because this ain't nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. It's on some, your responsibilities are much different now. Much different as it pertains to embodying universal law. There it is. Embodying universal law. You're extremely magnanimous right now. And they're putting you in a timeout for you to know what it is that you know. Just say, you know, I know. Again, if there's any belief that you have or one has, they must know what it is that they believe in. You know what I'm saying? The spirit world right now around you, whoo, is definitely leaping in love. And look what it said. I got your back. And again, 38. What did it say? Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere. What? I got your back. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows everywhere, which is why you're being separated for whatever it is that is not in alignment to that. Because they're at your service. Making everything smooth and easy for you. Woo-hoo. Removing all that baggage. You can feel this in your heartbeat. This is no joke. You want to know why? Because these two runes right there, so 49, yeah, 4 and 9, Othila and protection. Your home is protected. Your home physically, as far as the nature that is surrounding you, because there's everything that is in your home is made by nature, whether if it's the wood, whether if it's the trees, the water, it's still nature. And then your body, okay, that too, but it's safe and protected. Safe and protected. Everything is beautiful. They're bringing you out of these sticky situations. And 19 in this deck, 19 in that deck was the coffin, which is clearly indicating someone on the other side is on some, I got your back. Just trust the feeling that you are getting as far as when to go towards something and when to go away from it. Don't debate with me. Don't reason with me. Trust what it is that you're feeling, because your feeling is connected to source, directly connected to source. 6:55 right now. How you thought? No, that whole. This is hilarious. In the most beautiful way. Okay. Wow. The Lovers and the Princess of Pentacles is here, and the Prince of Pentacles is here with the Princess of Wands. Let me see something. There's a decision to make as to which direction you want to go, which chapter you want to open, which book you want to open, take however that resonates. But then the Princess of Pentacles, speaking from scratch, you're definitely being reborn here. Okay. You're most welcome. Yeah, this. So point. Yeah. The wheel. This message is in divine timing. So whenever anybody steps into this message, it's divine timing with the Seven of Pentacles. In regards to that message that it said, don't quit right before the miracle occurs. Wow. So continue to connect with that magnanimous feeling that all is well and everything that you're creating is coming from that. If you're feeling as though that it's not well, you're going to be creating from that space. The heat is on, literally. Oh man, there's a lot of feeling going through this that it literally wants. I feel tears, but it's my Cancer rising self. When the love is real, honey, it's real. Okay. Whew. Let's give it to vibrations and old patterns on the board for occupation. Just keep at the forefront of your mind within your feeling too, that all vibrations are source experiencing itself. And then you'll recognize where those vibrations are working for you. They'll have no choice but to back up at that point. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime. What's at the bottom? Honeymoon, land of milk and honey. Pineal pituitary gland telling you enjoy the bliss of this wholeness time together that we are having within, because that's what this room has to do with an internal force. The external force has to do with protection. Some of you may have been seeing elks. I know we've been pulling messages and the elk been popping through here. That's a sign for action that's being taken to help you to control your emotions during moments of transition, so that way you don't rush. Release your ex. Some of you, that's a challenge here. Expectations even. The time has come to clear your energy. Forgiveness is at the bottom of the deck. Clear your energy from recognizing that source doesn't even put itself to condemn you. That's Lucifer energy too. I shall not condemn myself. That's the message of Lucifer. I shall not condemn myself. That's because then that is when one seeks forgiveness. Release your ex. 10 of Cups. For some of you, this has to do with the relationship here, that you had a very strong emotional attachment to, that you're being asked to detach from with acceptance. Acceptance is overcoming it. Oh, we about to wrap this up. Right. Gone live. So the 10 of Cups here, Mars and Pisces energy. Release your expectations, clear your energy so you can connect to that spiritual warrior that is in connection to your knowing of what your beliefs are that truly vitalize you. Let's see. Nine of Cups. Wow. 10 of Cups to the 9 of Cups in reverse. You're blocking true emotional fulfillment or wish fulfillment by holding on to a situation that is the timeline has expired. And in any situation of one's life, yeah, by not moving forward. Six of Swords came out of reverse. And the Chariot, it's time. Your psyche is on some, let's go. We gotta go. Let's go. Okay, let's go. Six of Pentacles, let's go towards reciprocity. But you got to come over this way with your heart as light as a feather with these scales over here. All right. Seven of Cups. Your dreams are bringing forth the victory. Yeah, you see that tower? That tower moment is inevitable now. But this is a renewing of one's mind. This is a renewing of one's mind here, so you can move forward past these illusions into your victory and success. Jupiter and Leo with the Six of Wands, which is you integrating these lessons to truly connect to where your gut has been guiding you. Because when your solar plexus is healed or activated, you're now able to trust your gut instincts rather than being too practical or reasoning what the intuition is telling you based on the quick response that you're getting from that feeling. That was a mouthful. But I'm going to leave you a message there, my loves, okay? Nos vemos ahorita. See you later. Ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. If you want to book a personal, email me. I'll be right over there. Let me just make sure. Okay, we're good. We're great. Ciao.